I introduced JC and Carolyn to this magic piece of countryside in 2002. I've had the experience of understanding that the shales were the answer to successful Pinot Noir and Chardonnay in the area. This area was virgin territory. There's always a little bit of concern whether you are making the right recommendations, but looking back, it's been absolutely superb.
It was just a pristine piece of land with a nice backdrop with the mountains, and it felt pretty right, yeah.
These Bokkeveld shales that underlie this part of the Cape are around 400 million years old. The soils continued to develop, and we're left with a very thin skin of soil in this area, and that helps to enhance the ability for the vines to put their roots down to where there's moisture and nutrients stored. I think it's in the winemaker's hands to extract that signature from the earth.
We are situated right at the top of the Hemel-en-Aarde in the Ridge ward or appellation, and we kind of have the best of both worlds here. We see the cooling effect from the ocean come through in the afternoons, while the elevation of the ridge makes our nights pretty cold. These undulating hills all around the farm really allows us to plant cultivars accordingly. In the case of Pinot and Chardonnay, which are relatively delicate cultivars, we actually managed to plant them on south and east facing slopes. What we've seen in practice is that these always tend to produce the most elegant styles of these cultivars.
There will be a few key factors who drives the terroir. We're always looking first of soil, then we have elevation, wind direction, we have wind speed, we have rainfalls. So these are all the factors who are pretty much driven by nature, but the human beings obviously contribute in farming practices when it comes to row direction, density, which cultivars on which rootstocks goes the best on specific soil types. Reading the terroir, you need first experience over many years, so we needed at least 20-25 years to start to sort of understanding our place, where we now can make small adjustments to really express this terroir at its best. The cooler climate has the contribution to wines with good acidity, good freshness, elegance, and I think this is all the attributes to wine who in the moment are sort of looked after in context of wine quality. And the exciting thing about Pinot Noir is most probably that cultivar is the most reflecting terroir into the wine, and that basically means every single slope, every single aspect changes dramatically the style of a wine, and that's purely driven by the place where it grows. When it comes to wine, and the wine reflects the specific place on a regular base, on a yearly base, it excites when it comes to Pinot Noir. Chardonnay shouldn't stand back behind Pinot Noir. It definitely also can mirror terroir expression from different slopes and soils. But I think we can even maybe go a step further than that. I would regarding in world context, this specific place has the uniqueness and can compete in the world best Pinot Noir producing regions. And there are just a few of these pockets. You should be proud when you are able to farm one of these pockets in this southern tip of Africa.
As humans, I think we can try and want to control things too much. What I'm starting to see is that nature has a way of balancing itself out. And being able to farm alongside nature rather than against it is pretty special. So we have these corridors that run in from the nature reserve in the mountain. And firstly, this has allowed indigenous plants to kind of vegetate the area. And this has given land for animals to come in and out of the farm quite freely.
You have a new generation behind you, and there is no way that you can plan upfront if they will be suited to go in a business. And when they want to go for it, then it's like a gift and you should take it.
I think just seeing what my parents managed to create in 20 years was very special. The biggest lessons I've learned from my father is to be consistent and patient. It's always obviously a long game. Everything we do, from the way we treat the vineyards to the soil and how we work with it, is all about longevity and the future.